Hey everybody,
Hi guys,
Mr. and Mrs. Traveler here.
Yo Cost Glam.
Alright guys, welcome to another terrific Tip Tuesday.
It's Tip Tuesday.
Yes indeedy. And I saw a story that is the inspiration for today's Tip Tuesday. The story was called 8 Reasons You Should Never Take a Cruise.
8 reasons why you should not jump on the ship.
And I saw the title of the headline, I'm like, you know, we love cruising, so I'm like, what kind
How
of
could you not want to cruise?
what kind of stuff is this?
So you dug a little further.
So anyway, I only looked at the first 2 comments on here, and I said, okay, what I gotta do is I have to do a rebuttal of this article, point by point, for the 8 points.
Yes.
And Mrs. Traveler is gonna help me.
Oh yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's go. Let's start.
Reason number 1: laws are different at sea.
Is laws different at sea versus on land?
Well, yes, you can go in because you're going into international waters. But here's the thing: the ships, you know, you're governed by the laws of the ship. You're governed by maritime law. There's a lot of different things that are happening, but ultimately, the laws that you are governed by are what you are signing in your cruise document. So when you book a cruise and you have all those documents, all those pages that you sign, those are all your legal beagle stuff that you need to know.
Okay.
So it has all the, you know, what happens if you do something at sea, okay? So, you know, you're not gonna, you know, steal a pack of bubble gum from your cabin next door and get your hand cut off or something because it's different laws, and you know what I mean? So I just think that that's a flawed argument. But yeah, you know, you have to follow the rules of the ship. You're not going to have any problems. If you do something like get on a fight on the ship or steal on the ship, they will probably lock you up in their brig on the ship.
Or bump somebody at the club dancing.
You know,
get into it with them with their boyfriend or something, their girlfriend.
They do have a jail cell on those ships.
I was really surprised to find that out.
Yeah, absolutely. And sometimes they'll kick you off the ship at the next port. I guess if it's really heinous, when you get back to your original port, that's where they'll take you off at. But the article goes on to say that there could be tampering of the evidence and all this kind of stuff on the ship. Okay, I just totally disagree. Cruises are fun. Cruises are safe for the most part. Go out there and have fun. I think that's a bad argument.
Next question.
The next one is that you really need to watch your safety.
Yes, especially on the balconies and the banisters inside the atriums.
Yeah. Now I will agree with that comment to a degree, as we just had that We Were Robbed video up.
Yes, if you haven't watched it, it'll be right here.
Okay.
We were robbed.
So I guess my rebuttal to that argument would be those things could happen anywhere.
Sure, if it don't happen at sea, it can happen on land too.
You could go to somebody could break into your house. You could go to the corner. You could go to the corner store and somebody pickpocket you. You could somebody could break into your car. I mean, that stuff can happen anywhere. Now, if you allow something like that, fear, to intimidate you on going for a cruise, I feel sorry for you.
Just call us. We'll talk to you about it.
Get out there and have some fun. You can't, because that stuff can happen anywhere. The main point that, like we made in the video last week, was to be aware of your surroundings.
Yes.
Know where you're at. Prepare for where you're going.
Right. You are out of town and you're on vacation, but you still want to be safe. Next question.
Oh my goodness. You're bound to make unhealthy choices.
The struggle is real.
Okay. So you're not going to go on vacation because you might make unhealthy choices. I'm just trying to work my head through this. Don't go on a cruise because you might make unhealthy choices. So if you don't go on a cruise, what are you going to do? Let's see. If you're on vacation for a week for work, if you go to a resort,
you're going to have to eat the food.
You're probably going to make unhealthy choices. If you stay at home, you're probably going to order a pizza and get a gallon of ice cream and
eat some chocolate chip cookies.
Listen, you're on vacation. Make a couple unhealthy choices. Who cares? Go back to eating healthy when you get back.
Just have fun.
Mrs. Traveler and I attempt to lose about 10 pounds every time before we go on a cruise, because we already know what time it is when we get on there.
Yes.
You know, hey, so yes, you are going to make some healthy choices, but here's the point. You don't have to. If you have some self-control, the cruise ships do have healthy alternatives to everything. They have low sodium stuff. They have gluten-free stuff.
They have vegan stuff. They have
salads, fruits.
Low carbs. You can make healthy choices. It depends on the choices that you make. You can actually eat bad, but not overeat.
Yes. So, yes, you can eat bad, make bad decisions, which I encourage for the cruise. But also, you can eat healthy too. That's not a problem there.
Yes, you can treat like when I go on a cruise. I like to take like 1 or 2 days and eat whatever I want, and then for the most part, either eat a salad or fruit every day. And I can do a video on that later. Next question.
You're more likely to get sunburned.
That's true. I think it is.
Yes. Yeah, I will say that yes, that argument is true because you're out in the middle of the ocean and it's like a giant magnifying glass.
There's no screens. When you on deck, you just on deck.
Okay, so
yes,
you know,
you're in the sun a lot.
Prepare for it. Bring sunblock.
Bring sunscreen.
Wear a hat. Wear
Protect yourself from UV rays.
Glasses. Don't sit out there for like 12 hours. Take a break.
Right.
You know,
don't fall asleep on deck.
Yeah. Or if you do, put like a towel over you or something.
We've done that before. Don't do that.
You know, so I mean, yes, you can, but you have to take precautions. I think that's just common sense.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think that's just a common sense thing.
It is.
That you prepare for it. So would you deny yourself a wonderful cruise for a week because you're worried about you might get sunburned?
True. You have to just make sure you prepare. That's all. Absolutely.
We do recommend that you bring some sunblock and hats on stuff. You want to protect yourself. Absolutely.
It's very important. Now,
I don't agree with this one, but it says you'll probably experience seasickness.
On your first cruise, I would say yes.
But I don't know. That's a question that we get a lot, and I don't know. I try to canvass people when they come back from their cruises and ask them, and a lot of people I've talked to haven't gotten seasick. But I think that has to do now. If your first cruise is on a small ship and it's in like winter time when it's real wavy and stuff like that, yeah, I can see it. If you know that you're prone to motion sickness, yes, you possibly could.
If you go on an airplane ride and you get a little nauseous, I would say take Dramamine before you get on the cruise.
Yep.
Because you will be more nauseous on the cruise.
Or even in the car, you know, like if you're one of the people who can't look out the back window backwards because they make you sick. Okay, yeah, you probably get it. But Mrs. Traveler got seasick her very first time on the cruise ship, and she has never had it ever since.
Right.
And we don't use Dramamine or anything like that.
No, it was just the one time.
I've never had it because I was kind of like raised on boats and things, like so I'm used to that stuff. Yeah. But you know, there have been reports of bed bugs.
The cruises that we've taken, we haven't ran into them, but I've heard rumors.
I heard
nothing concrete,
and I don't even remember what cruise ship it was. I heard some years ago that something happened on a cruise ship like that, but
mostly in the hotel. But cruises, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I haven't heard a lot of that, and you know, I'm not gonna say yay or nay on that. Here's our tip: she always pulls back the sheets and looks under the bed at any place we go. Hotels.
I check for everything.
Cruise ships. Other people's houses.
Yes.
She checks it. So you check for it, you know.
Well, that's part of working where I work in healthcare, so I have to be that way. But sometimes I go overboard.
So,
but it's all good.
so check it. But you know, I haven't heard any major cases of that.
Right.
I like I said, I read something about one time that it happened, and I haven't heard any, and that was years ago. Yeah. I haven't heard anything about that. They are very clean and sanitary on ships. They are
extremely clean on the cruise. For them to have a bed bug breakout, I've never heard of it, but I've heard rumors of it, but nothing concrete. But they are extremely clean, and we would like to thank the cruise lines for their cleanliness.
Yeah, the room attendants know what to look for. Listen, they've been trained to know what to look for, so they're watching out for that stuff.
Right.
I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Okay. Next question.
Norovirus abound.
What do they mean abound? They mean if you touch anything, you'll get it.
Let's see. 3 words. Wash your hands.
You would not have this phobia.
Yes. Listen, when we're on the ship or even when we're at hotels, we wash our hands all the time.
It sounds crazy and corny, but it really does work. Everybody would be sick but us.
We come in from when we come into our cabin. First thing we do, wash our hands. We go out before we go to dinner. Or we sit down.
Wash our hands. We wash our hands so much that, you know, the sterilization formula that they have when you walk in the cafeteria, we don't really need it. Because if you use that too much, it's got a lot of alcohol in it, dries your hands out. Bring your own. That's what I do. Yeah.
So we were on one ship where they had a little break of norovirus, and I think there was like 200 people.
Yeah.
They got sick. I wouldn't worry about that. What you need to do is just be sterile yourself.
Just be sterile. Wipe down your room. Wipe down the door handles. Wipe down the phones, the cell phones. If you shake people's hands, wash your hands after that. You don't have to go overboard with it, but just be cautious of your hands when you're on a cruise. Because when you're at the buffet line, when you're sitting at the table, when you pulling the seat back, somebody has definitely touched that seat or touched that utensil. So you want to be conscious of your hands. Don't touch your face so much. Just make sure that you're conscious of the decisions you're making, and you won't. I don't think you'll catch norovirus.
And good point. Bring the Lysol wipes with you.
Oh yeah.
In a little baggie, and when you get in your room, your cabin for the first time,
wipe it down.
Just wipe
and
everything
you'll feel
down.
so much better. That way you can go out to the subway party and whoop whoop, have fun.
Okay, and the last one.
Last one.
Oh no, this is just ridiculous. You could experience a poop cruise.
Everybody is so petrified of the ship that got stuck out to sea. Every ship is not going to be that stuck to where it becomes the poop cruise. It's not going to happen.
Yes, that's really only happened one time. That was on the Carnival Triumph.
Yeah.
And trust me, the cruise lines are in business to make money. Now, can something happen at sea where the ship loses power and all that kind of stuff? Yes, absolutely, it can happen. They have a lot of emergency things in place for that stuff. Okay,
right.
Look at all the ships that were stuck out at sea from the hurricanes and all that stuff. They had supplies brought to them. They went to different ports to get supplies. There's been ships that have broken down at sea. They had other ships come up to the side of them, bring supplies aboard and take care of it. Trust me when I tell you, they learned something very valuable from their poop cruise.
Yeah, it was an experience for them, but they learned from it, and I don't think it'll ever happen again. It can, but I don't think it will.
Yes.
I think people are going too far with assuming that it'll happen to them. Oh, the poop cruise.
Yes.
Okay, we over it.
So I guess the moral of the story out of this story that was on here is that any one of these things, for the most part, can happen to you anytime, anywhere, not necessarily on a cruise.
Exactly.
So please don't let that deter you.
That's our point.
Yes. Get on out there, see the world, experience, and we think that cruising is a fabulous way to do it.
We do. We think that cruising is so much fun. You should contact us. Our information is right down here. www.mrtraveler.com.
Yes.
Or www.mrtraveler.net.
That's it. All right, everybody.
I'm learning.
We're getting
and
together.
I'm the secretary.
All right, everybody. Life short.
Have fun.
See you on Thursday.
Bye, guys.